Later, can we see your video, ma'am?
From now, I'll try to record the video, Anusha. So
Okay,
based
ma'am.
on that, you try to understand. Anyhow, I'll continue with the next question. I didn't record till now. Now I
Okay, ma'am.
started recording my video. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Later on, I can check it, no, ma'am?
Yeah, I'll share it with you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, girls. Now, if you continue, I think we need to find out the area between Z1 and Z2 line. Yes. So now, if you see now the area, which is nothing but the probability 0.987 plus 0.1915. If you remember, the area between two lines, we need to add the total area between those particular two lines under normal distribution curve. So that is what I did. I just added 0.0987 plus 0.1915. The total area is 0.2902.
02.
But they are asking us the proportion of shaft diameter between 10.05 and 10.20. So the proportion is nothing but 29.02%. If you see, I wrote the interpretation line also. Proportions between x1 and x2 is 29.02%. So that is the way you need to conclude your answer. Now we are done with the 13th problem. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Again, I'll try to redo the problem.
Ma'am, I just have one question. From where did we get that 29%, 29.02%?
You multiply it with 100.
100, yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, they didn't ask if it is probability. See, girls, there will be three scenarios. If it is, now in this particular question, they asked it in the form of probability. Okay, sorry, proportion. So I took percentage. In certain questions, they'll ask us probability. So I'll just stop with 0.2902 only. In certain questions, they'll ask you number of shafts. In such scenario, we need to get N. They need to give us capital N. As per this question, there is no capital N. They were only asking in proportions. So I'll just stop near 29.02%. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Still any doubts, girls?
No, ma'am.
Can I go ahead? I hope everyone understood. Girls, few girls, audios I am not able to hear because you mute the calls. I understand, no problem of muting it. So if most of you say you understood, I can go ahead with the next question. Any doubt you can ask me.
Yes, ma'am.
You can unmute it
No,
and you can
ma'am.
ask. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now, did I share your 14th question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Now we will just go with the next question. If you have material, or I'll try to share it on screen. So girls, this is your 14th question. Okay, I hope everyone can see it right now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
in an intelligence test
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In an intelligent test administered to 1,000 students, the average score was 42 and standard deviation is 24.
24.
So now if you see, I'll just simultaneously write it off, girls. For your acknowledgement, I'm just writing it to be 15. Okay. So they gave us one value which is n. What I was just telling earlier. They gave us n value. Okay, n value is 1,000 and as well
1,000.
mu value is given to us as 42 and standard deviation
42.
is given to us as 24. So
24.
these are the things which are given to you. Find the number of students exceeding a score of 50, the number of students lying between 30 and 54 or 56. I think I took 54.
54, ma'am.
Yeah, so 54 and the value of score exceeding by top 100 students.
Top 100 students.
So we have A, B, C bits. In exam, you will get for sure this kind of question. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
For sure,
Okay,
you're
ma'am.
going to get these kind of questions. So I hope again I think you can see the board right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
these
ma'am.
are the things which are given to us. Now, first question, A bit, if you see, whatever is the question, we need to understand it to be as X bar. X bar, they gave us exceeding 50 marks, yes? Exceeding 50 marks, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'll just take exceeding word we need to highlight and we need to show it when I'm doing it in a graph, when I'm representing it in a graph. Now exceeding will not disturb us. That means I'll just take X bar is nothing but 50. So immediately I'll just calculate our formula X bar minus mu divided by standard deviation, which is
Deviation 24.
Z value we got
12 by 20.
as
0.5. 0.3.
0.33. So Z at 0.33, the table value is also 1293. And first thing, this Z value is positive, so obviously it goes into a positive axis. So this is what we found out. Till here, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now I'll try to show the graph in the small space. Okay, girls, I hope you can see the graph.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now if you see, they're asking the Z value obviously will be in a positive axis. So directly I'll just mark a Z value, which is nothing but 0.33. And when you take the area, immediately drawing the line, try to mark the area where it lies. Obviously, every time you remember, girls, area is from origin to that respective Z line. Okay, so which is 0.1293. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
When you draw the graph and when you mark the Z line, immediately you also try to show the area of that Z line, which is from origin to that respective Z line. Now, what are they asking us? Find the number of students whose score is exceeding 50 marks.
50 marks.
Exceeding means it is above the
50 marks.
Z line. So when it is above the Z line, the keyword exceeding word tries to say the right side of that particular line. Understood, girls?
Line.
To the right
Yes,
side
ma'am.
of that particular line. So this is the area they're asking us. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see this shaded area?
Yes, ma'am.
They're
Yes,
asking
ma'am.
us find the number of students whose score is exceeding 50. Exceeding
50.
means above the Z line. I mean over the Z line, greater than Z line. So when it is greater than Z line, it is. Girls, I'm suddenly getting someone's screen. So which is greater than Z line. So I hope the shaded area, have we got it? Is it clear to everyone?
Yeah, ma'am.
So now for this, How to get this area? Girls, the total area of right side of the curve is 0.5. So it is 0.5 minus 0.1293.
93.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now when it is that way, the area is 0.37.
3707.
The area of shaded this area is 0.3707. But they are not asking us probability. They are also not asking us proportion. They are asking us number of students. Till now we never used n value. So it is simple. There are total 1000 students. Out of that, only 0.3707 probability people are above 50 marks. So it is 37.07, which is approximately equal to 371 students. Marks exceeded 50 out of 1000, or 371 students got marks above 50. Am I clear, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this? You can again ask me. I'll wait for you. And this is exclusively A bit from 14th question.
Okay, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Am I going fast?
No, ma'am.
Any doubt, girls? You're always welcome to ask me. You unmute your audio and just ask me.
No, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we go to the next question now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are just checking 14B. Okay, girls.
Okay, ma'am.
So now in
Okay,
this
ma'am.
14B, they're asking us, it is just the same as 13th question what we did just now. They're asking us find the number of students with a score between 30 and 54.
54.
So it's very clear. X1 bar is given to us as 30.
30.
Okay. So when it is 30, Z1, what will be Z1? 30 minus
30 minus 40.
42 by 24.
divided by
24.
we got that value as minus 0.5, which is
0.5.
again minus sign means we need to show it in the negative axis.
Negative axis. Negative axis.
Okay, girls. Now Z at Z1, which is at 0.5. What is the table value? 1915.
0.1915.
0.1915 is the table value. Similarly, we have as well as X2 bar, which is given to us as 54. So based on this, Z2 is equal to 54 minus 42 divided by 24, which is equal to
0.5.
0.5.
both are 0.5s only, but one is in positive axis and the other one is in
Negative axis.
So Z2 at 0.5, which is equal to 0.1915.
15.
Now they're asking us to find out the number of students between Z1 and Z2.
Z2.
Okay, so in the negative axis, I just took 0.5. Immediately, girls, what did I say you? When I draw Z1 line, what is the area from origin to that particular Z1 line is nothing but 0.19.
5.
15. I'm also showing Z2 line, which is in positive axis. Origin from the area from origin to that particular Z2 line is also 0.1915. I'm just trying to roughly shade the total area of the graph. Now, what is the area? 0.1915 Again 0.1915, which is nothing but 0.3830.
3830.
Only. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
383.
30.
Okay. Again, if you see, we can leave it here, but they're asking us number of students. So when it is number of students, again I need to multiply it with 1000. So
1000.
383 students are like got the score between 30 and 54 marks. Will be the interpretation. Okay, girls. Are normal
Yes, ma'am.
distribution
Okay, ma'am.
problems easy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
These kind of questions you will be getting. Any doubt, girls?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Can I proceed to the next part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, Zuberia? No doubt?
No, ma'am.
This will be the last problem today, 14C. With this, we'll stop the class and we'll continue with the next topic. Tomorrow, maybe in our next class. Okay, girls. Now, this is a bit critical. Try to be attentive. Don't be bored. Okay, because you only have my class today, no other classes. So don't be bored. Try to pay attention. This is very, very important and exam point of view question, girls. Okay. Now, the third question they gave you as the value of the score exceeded by top 100 students.
Top
now-
100 students.
Now, girls, till now, what did they tell us? They gave us X value. Like they got, what is the, now find the number of students at the score of 40, find the number of students between 30 and 54 marks, all that. But now in the question, what is the score? Out of 1000, there are some students, top 100 students who got certain score. And what is that score which they got, where top 100 students, we are naming them. What is the score which is above that, where we are naming them as top 100 students? So it is very simple and direct, like they're asking what is X bar now. Okay, girls? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
They're asking what is X bar. So now this top 100, you need to assume it to be the probability which is given to you. That means the area value which is directly given to you. So as I have n value, if you remember the basic probability formula, girls, total number of favorable cases number of favorable cases divided by total number of equally likely
The number
cases.
of equally likely cases.
Yeah, so according to our question, the number of favorable cases are the top 100 students, and total number of equally likely cases are nothing but our n value. So from that, I am deriving the probability which is to be as 0.1.
1.
Okay, girls. Clear?
1.
Now directly I'll go to the graph. From graph only. Now whatever we did, we are doing it in the reverse mode. Till now, we have X value. Using X value, we got Z value, and from Z value, we derived the probability value. Now it is reverse. They gave us the probability value. From there, I need to find out the X bar value, which is very, very
Bar
critical
value.
part. Okay, girls. So now what happened is, obviously, we will assume it to be a positive value because it is top 100 students. If you see, 0 is, first student is starting from here, it ends at 1000. That is what we are just assuming. So obviously, I am showing it in a positive axis. They didn't represent about anything about negative axis. So this will be some of my Z line. And this is the area which is given to us as 0.1. As they are asking, they use the word exceeded by top 100 students.
Yes, ma'am.
In the question A of 14A, when it is exceeded, I took this particular area only. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So similarly, here also we are taking as the score, the top 100 students are above this particular Z value. I need to find out what is that Z value or X value. So this particular probability, what is given to us is nothing but the shaded area which is above that particular Z value. Clear? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
What happened?
Nothing, ma'am. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, girls? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
So now, but always, if you see, always does that now every time what do I say? Origin to that particular Z line, the table value is nothing but the area from where we try to
Sorry to
get.
disturb, ma'am.
Sorry.
Excuse me, ma'am, your voice is coming in a slow motion way, ma'am. I'm not able to understand you.
Okay, that is what I also got a message.
No, as soon as you're starting to explain, few seconds ago it started right here. It's means suddenly everything became in slow motion, so it's I'm unable to hear you properly, ma'am.
Okay, if any such kind of issue is there, try to be in the video, and anyhow I'll share you the recorded video. I'm recording now. When my
Okay,
class
ma'am.
ends, no, I automatically can download my video and I'll share it to you all. Okay, girls.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
ma'am.
Don't worry about that. If you have that kind of concerns, I'll try to share you the recorded video. Okay. This is
Okay,
just
ma'am.
like we need to be also.
ma'am.
Okay. So now, girls, always the area. We need only this area, which is nothing but 0.4. Girls, you can see.
Yes.
They gave us a value 100 students using probability. I found out the probability as 0.1. But using this particular 0.1, I can't derive the Z value because Z value is always the area from origin to that particular Z line. So for that, the area is nothing but the total area of the left side of the graph, I mean curve is 0.5. So 0.5 minus 0.1 gives you 0.4. So which is nothing but origin to that particular line, which is
Area.
the area. Using this area only, I can derive what is the Z value. Now that
Yes, ma'am.
we have this particular A, so at Z at certain value is 0.4.
0.4.
Using the table value, I think I don't know whether I shared that I have that image or not. I can't minimize the video right now. Girls, do you all have the table value?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It is somewhere in my WhatsApp. Okay. So in that table value, let me just go back to the video. Yeah. So in that table value, what happened? I show in my notes also. I shared you at 1.208, which is approximately equal to 0.3997, which is almost equal to
0.4.
So at this particular place, I'm all going in reverse if you observe.
Yes, ma'am.
Earlier using 1.28, I used to find out the table value. But now using the table value, I'm finding out the Z value. Till here, is this step clear to you, everyone? You try to tell me, then I can continue with the class. Whoever,
Yes, ma'am.
to whomever I am audible or my video is on par.
Yes, ma'am. It's clear.
Girls,
It's
I'll
clear, ma'am.
repeat it again. They asked us X bar value. They are telling us there are some top 100 students, and I'm naming those top 100 students with a mark, maybe above 70. I'm calling them as top 100 students. So like that, what is our X bar value is what they are asking. So using this top 100, I derived the probability to be as 0.1. And using the keyword of exceeding, I assumed it is to the right side of that particular Z line, which is 0.1. And with the left side of the Z line, the area with which I can derive the Z value. So the total area is 0.5, 0.5 minus 0.1, I'm able to get 0.4. And what is Z value at 0.4 is 1.28. Am I clear to you now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
now Z is 1.28. So X bar minus mu divided by standard deviation is 1.28. We already know mu value is to be as 42 and standard
42.
deviation is 24.
24.
Equal to 1.28. After solving all this, I got X bar value as
72.72.
72. Out of these 1000 students, whoever scored above 72.72 are termed under top 100 students, and only 100 students scored above 72.72 marks. Girls, this is the reverse of the normal distribution. What we did, is it clear to everyone? Any doubt you can ask me.
No, ma'am.
Any doubt, girls?
Ma'am, I just wanted to ask that the number we are taking, right, 0.3997, we have to like take it the number which is like most near to 0.4.
Yes, most near to 0.4. If you, that is what, in order to show you, if you give me a moment, I'll just open in the, I shared with you all, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
1 minute, ma. Give me 2 minutes time. I'll just. Yeah, I got it. Girls, you can see now the table. Whoever are able to see my video.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now if you see 1.28, you can see the cursor. You can see the cursor, everyone. 0.3997 is here, and when I go beside that, it is 0.4015, which is above 0.4. I can never take above 0.4. I can only take below 0.4 or exactly 0.4. I am not able to get exactly 0.4 value. So I just took the value before 0.4015. Clear? Understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt else? Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay, girls, I think with this we complete the topic of normal distribution as per our material. Okay. So I will also share you a few questions to solve, to practice them. Any doubt, you're always welcome to ask me at any time.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, girls. So can I end today's
ma'am.
class now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
For
ma'am.
girls, for whomever which is not audible, I'll share you the video. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
But not through WhatsApp, because in WhatsApp it gets compressed and only part of the video will be visible. See, I'll try to see in what way, maybe in Google Drive and all like that. I'll try to share. Okay, girls.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, girls. Bye, everyone.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Bye, ma'am.
Ma'am, take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.